Okay. Hey, you guys. I know it's been a few days since I've been in here, and I just want to let you guys know that, yeah, I did go ahead and get another phone, but it's not what you think. I'll explain that in another live. But when I did that, I had to go in and redo a lot of things. So, one of the things I had to do was I had to recreate my hashtag list. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and share this with them just to let them know how easy it is. What I like to do is I like to save my hashtags in my notes section of my iPhone. And so I just wanted to give you an idea of how I create my list because I hadn't done it in a long time. And if you got the manual, you'll see a sample of some of the hashtags I was using at the time. I do go in and I change these up ever so often. I would say quarterly because you have different things that are happening and more detail is in the book. But I just wanted to let you know of I wanted to give you insight of the list that I was creating at the time. So for me, this particular list is concentrating on Shecago because, of course, I'm in Shecago, hence Shecago Nails and Makeup. And I'm just putting together this list. Now, this is not the same exact list. There is no right or wrong way. This is something that you would have to play around with, and you'll know if it's successful because of the feedback that you get. You'll get more likes, you'll get more follows, and things of that nature. You have to pay attention to your social media. Your social media is everything, and it's important to have your hashtags on each and every post that you do. And you must consistently use these hashtags so the algorithm can kind of pick up and say, hey, this is legit. People are replying and interacting with these hashtags. And so that's how you become more ranked or better ranked in social media. Hashtags are an index for you to be placed in the social media world, in the library. And so you see right here, I'm just concentrating very deeply on Shecago. I even put in Shecago Black Ink because that show is very popular. It's like on say season 6 or 7. So, it doesn't necessarily have to be hair or nails or whatever. When you're placing your hashtags, you have to think of what people will probably search for when they're looking. Because we all know, or maybe you don't know, that Instagram is the place for people to find products and services. So it is very important that you sit and you think about what you want to place here. You see, I also place holiday design. I did that because we've already passed um, Thanksgiving at this point, and I don't want to go in every other week and keep changing it like holiday, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, New Year's Eve. Now, I may go in and add New Year's Eve, but for me right now, today, it was just easier to go ahead and place holiday nails. And I also wanted to place 2019 because that's something that people may be looking for, something that's relevant this year. So, again, hashtags are just something that you play around with. This is not the perfect, list of hashtags. Again, I will play around and see if my likes increase or they decrease, and then I will go in and adjust. Now, you see, I use the word happy. Happy is like one of those global hashtags that's just very popular right now. Happy, I don't know, maybe words like selfie, different things like that, but you have to kind of just play around with it. I put in bubble nails because that's a trendy word, but majority of your hashtags, in my opinion, should be geographically placed to where you are because it depends on what you're trying to do. Actually, if you are trying to gather clientele, you want something that people will be looking for in their area. So you would place your hashtags based on your geographical area. And then if you're just looking to become popular all the way around, then you would place words that are more known nationally or globally, those more just general nail terms. But for me, it's for this is a list that I would use just for gathering clientele. And again, my list disappeared before because I did have to get a new phone, and this is actually a used phone, you guys, but it's whatever. I use my for those of you all who follow me, I've had a dilemma with my phone. So this is really just me using my insurance, and I just want to wait. I don't know, but this phone isn't much better. I feel like I'm gonna have to turn this one in, so we'll see. But Yeah, so just take a look at this. You don't have to sit here and copy my hashtags word for word. That would be like the lazy way out. Sit down and think of ways to gather people in your area. However, you should be using these general rules when you're creating your hashtags. And also keep in mind that they only allow you 30. So if you go in and you try to create this long list of hashtags and then you try to place it in your Instagram profile and it doesn't go through, it's because you have too many. Okay, they only allow you 30. And so that means that you need to go in and erase some, which is what I had to do. If you go in and you put your tagline in, I talk about that in the book as well. With your taglines, sometimes I use hashtags in my taglines. And if you have 30 listed here, and then you go and you put hashtags in your tagline, then it may not go through too. So just keep that in mind, you guys. Till the next video.